The Democrats are in a total panic as one of their own top economists predicts that the United States will see, in his words, the best economic data in history. That's right. Again, it's not just any economist saying this. This is coming from a former advisor to President Obama. We're going to take a look at some of the economic data here and how they fit with other indicators projecting Trump's reelection and why the Democrats are absolutely right to panic as their chances to win in November are imploding more and more by the day. You're going to absolutely love it. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you. Wonderful to be with you. As always, I look forward to our time together each and every day. If you're brand new to this channel, we post 2 videos a day analyzing current events and some super awesome conservative trends so that you can live in the present in light of even better things to come. We help you to think better so you can feel better, so you know what to do if you haven't already done so. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button and get encouraged with each and every video in the myriad of ways in which left-wing globalism is collapsing and a new conservative age is rising. Let's start with our video chat question of the day. Do you see an economic boom happening before November? Let us know in the comments section below. Do you believe that we'll be seeing a massive economic boom before the November elections? Because we're going to find out that a number of high-profile economists are predicting just that, with even some admitting that a booming economy obviously spells complete and total disaster for the Democrats. But first, if you're looking for a hopeful alternative to all the fake news that's being spewed out there on a daily basis from the leftist likes of CNN and MSNBC and the New York Times, you're going to find no better antidote than what's in the pages of my book, The Return of Christendom. Now, don't take my word for it. Just read through the reviews on Amazon, over 150 of them, and you'll see how this book cuts through all the cynicism and despair that we so often feel living in this crazy globalist world. And what it's going to do is it's going to inspire you and give you the hope you need to look at the world in a whole new light. In page after page, I give you all the data and statistics and indicators that show nothing less than a new conservative, indeed a Christian majority rising in our midst throughout the United States and Europe. And it's already transforming the world map into a more nationalist, populist, and traditionalist world. And if you click on that link below today, we're offering it for a limited time at a 50% discount. That's right, half off. So don't wait. It's a limited time offer. Click on that link and get your book at a super discount today and arm yourself with the information you need to crush fake news once and for all. All right, let's dive right in here. The Democrats are panicked. They're panicking today. Make no mistake on that. Actually, we don't have to look very far to see this. There are a number of articles that have come out as of today recognizing that the official opening up of the national economy as of Memorial Day, with the return to business, even among blue states that were hit particularly hard with virus infections, but with the nation now opening up, the economic numbers are beginning already to skyrocket. And it didn't take long. On Tuesday, the Dow soared 2%, trading above 25,000 for the first time since early March. The S&P rose as well by 2% to over 3,000 for the first time since March 5th. And companies saw the price of their shares go up across the board, including, if you could even believe this, including Carnival Cruise Lines, as well as United Airlines and Southwest Airlines. In fact, I'll share a little tidbit with you, a little personal anecdote. My wife and my sister were looking for a vacation home to book for a week over the summer in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. My sister put together a list of about a dozen homes for us to choose from. And within literally a matter of just a few hours, half of them were snatched up already. They got rented out while we were trying to make our decision. So we were all like, we better make our decision quick here. We're going to miss out totally. So I'm seeing evidence both at a macro level as well as a personal micro level, in terms of my anecdote there, that the economy is indeed beginning to explode. And that's not just Republican talking points there. Politico is reporting that the Harvard professor and top economist in the Obama administration, Jason Furman, told a large bipartisan group of top officials from both parties via Zoom meeting that the months leading up to November promised to be the most explosive monthly employment numbers and GDP growth ever experienced. In other words, we are about to see the best economic data we've ever seen in the history of this country. This was the conclusion as well of Trump's economic advisor, Kevin Hassett. He too is predicting that the third quarter will be the highest growth quarter in U.S. history. And how are the Democrats receiving this wonderful news? Let's just say the Democrats are flipping out. The Gateway pundits reporting that a former Obama White House official was saying the concern among top Democrats is very, very high. In other words, they're flipping out. And I just want you to think about that. The Democrats are freaking out over the fact that more Americans will be able to get back to work and pay their bills. If that doesn't tell you who the Democrats really are, nothing will. Now, of course, this economic recovery is very, very important to President Trump's reelection. We featured in some of our other videos the single most accurate election forecasting model to date, which is called the primary model. It was developed by the Stony Brook University professor Helmut Norpoth. It's a model. It's a statistical algorithm that analyzes the results of presidential primaries. Okay, so what makes this algorithm so interesting is that it has revealed that the popular vote winner in the primaries always goes on to win the general election. And Professor Norpoth bases such an observation by applying the algorithm to elections going all the way back to 1912. That was the first year candidates had to win primaries. And in almost every case, I think there was one exception, in every case, virtually every case, the winner, as determined by the algorithm, lined up with the actual winner from each election spanning over 100 years. And yes, of course, the primary model did indeed predict that Trump would beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. So if you don't know, in terms of this November, according to this single most accurate election forecast model, President Trump has a 91% chance of beating Joe Biden. The model actually predicts that Trump will get over 360 electoral votes. So the single most accurate election prediction model gives Trump a 91% chance of beating Joe Biden. Also, it gave Trump a 95% chance of beating Bernie, interestingly enough, if Bernie ended up getting the Democrat nomination, and he may still do it, right? But here's the caveat. Norpoth has said that the model's prediction may have gotten interrupted by the coronavirus. In other words, if Trump's approval rating collapses, if voters blame Trump for the coronavirus, or if an economic recession ends up collapsing the economy, either one of those factors could still doom Trump. So there's some caution in terms of the predictive accuracy of the model given the extraordinary situation we find ourselves in. So that's why we've been keeping a very close eye here on this channel on the opinion polls on the one hand, and now the economic numbers on the other. And the good news is that we're seeing Trump's resilience on both sides. So by mid-March, just a few weeks after the Trump administration began taking action against the coronavirus outbreak, which, of course, the Marxist media unilaterally denounces a total failure, the Gallup polls came out and showed President Trump with the highest approval rating of his entire presidency at 49%. And just in case anyone thought that might have been a fluke to the shock of all left-wing activists disguised as journalists everywhere, the latest Gallup poll that just came out a week or two ago has Trump tied with his highest approval rating, adding insult to injury. And it turns out to be 2 points higher than Obama's approval rating and 3 points higher than Bush's approval rating at the same point in their respective presidencies. So while Trump's approval ratings in his various polls will certainly ebb and flow, they're highly volatile from day to day, there are clear patterns that show that overall Trump is doing quite well in the arena of public opinion. And now, with the new economic forecast coming out from both Republican and Democratic economists predicting a massive surge in economic growth, it really does look like we're setting the stage. We're seeing the stage being set up for a massive Trump landslide in November. Stay tuned. Now, before you go, you will definitely want to check out my latest video I just uploaded on Trump threatening to shut down Twitter. He's had it with these left-wing activists disguised as so-called fact-checkers. And it appears that Trump is poised to finally do something about it once and for all. I think you're going to absolutely love it. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there. God bless.